Good morning, good morning. Today we're going to talk about another case related to a person who is born in 1969, February the 3rd. And the person day stamp is going to be Qi. So if you do not know how to create this chart, you can go to the app itself. You go to Qi Men and download it, do the setting, and then you'll be able to input the date and time of your chart, and then you're able to plot out something similar to this. So how do we see a chart basing on astrology under Qi Men Dun Jia? This is a birth chart of the person, and we refer to first step. We go to the day, DAY, and see what is the symbol over here. So this is JI. JI stands for Qi in Chinese character. So let us look at the Qi in this aspect. Where is the Qi? Qi is in 1 is over here in 4, in this particular box number 4. Another one is in box number 9 over here. So you see one is on the top, one is on the bottom. The bottom one is talking about the situation or the character, anything below 35 to 40 years old. That means one baby onwards to 35, 40 years old, he will have the behavior of such things. He will have the behavior of activities also in terms of characters. So box 4 kind of summarize everything. And if you go to 35 to 40 years old and above, this G itself is in box 9. So anything that is symbol over there represent what is going to happen to him or her, and apparently the character of the person will also do a drastic change. So interestingly, Qi Men Dun Jia is able to help to see the character of the person and to see what's going to happen in different stage of their life. So anyway, on a side note, which country are you from? I would like to know. Comment on the video itself. I would like to know which country you're from, and then from there I welcome you whichever country you are from. So anyhow, let's continue with the lesson itself. Let's go into box number 4. In the early stage of his life, there will be leaders over here. That means potentially he is a very good leader and he like to lead people. Originally, naturally, he will have a leadership skill, but in a way that because leader, they don't really like to listen to people. They have their mind of their own. They love to manage people, but they don't like to be managed. So something to concern of. But if you see this G itself on top, there's a U. U means money, money, So which means that during his younger days, he will have a lot of money along the way. That means he is cash rich. Most of the time he is cash rich. Which means that considering his luck, he will have a lot of money generally within his reach before 40 years old. And this view door, there's a couple of meaning that he's a very systematic person. There's a lot of procedure, a lot of contracts that he need to sign, so he will be involved in many of these things. One thing to be concerned on view door is also things related to stroke. So in the years of younger days, before 35, 40 years old, there may be some tendency for him to have a stroke. So we need to be a bit more careful in this aspect. That means higher chance compared to other people. And this rush, impulse, 天冲 in Chinese words, this is something very fast and very quick. That is to say, his character, generally speaking, he like to do things very fast. He don't really like to consider too much. But impulse can also mean it's a Buddha star. Buddha star means he likes to help people along the way. So which means that sincerely, deep in his heart, wherever people that he needs to help, he will help along the way. You see. So comparatively, if he were to do business, he wants to help people, he will prioritize himself better in terms of helping people than to make money. You see, so this is something whereby a big concern. If you want to do business, then he may not make a lot of money in this aspect. So anyhow, when we move on to the second stage, he is in box number 9. Box number 9, he has a transformation of character already. So he will become more deaf door. Deaf door means this is more stubborn, more obstinate, and his expression is pretty lifeless, meaning that he does not really show his emotion too much. So when you look at him, he's kind of very stern, very strict, the kind of expression. And at the same time, he also have a worry over here. Serpent means worry. Worry means that he tendency to worry a lot. Everything, anything, and nothing. So that is to say that comparatively, there will be a lot of worries. It may lead to depression if these kind of worries are not able to be managed. Then we may have a depression, and that may lead to something else whereby they become a mental issue. And mental issue, if worst come to worst, they may commit suicide in that aspect. So we have to kind of manage this kind of aspect. And we have an advisor over here. Advisor means that yes, he can be more educated. He loves to study. He loves to enrich himself into different courses. And he like to involve in cultural things in terms of, for example, singing, piano, art and craft, painting, so on and so forth. And then, generally speaking, he become more well-liked, more handsome, more presentable as you grow older to the second stage of life. But anyhow, it may be a bit challenging for him in the second stage because of his ability to not change because of the death door character. So that's something, and with the serpent means he wants to, the energy naturally likes to think too much of everything and nothing, or even something. So he will be overthinking, and most of the time, 99% of the thing that he think of that may happen, it then did not happen. So there's a lot of waste of time in this aspect. And because he's very obstinate, very stubborn, people ask him to change, he will not want to change at all. So this is something very challenging for him, and if this is not treated well, then apparently he may lead into depression or mental issue. So we need to be very careful on that for this person who have this kind of combination. All right, so thank you for watching this video, and then let's carry on with another video in my channel. See you around. Bye bye.